Welcome to Major Forms Vacation Journal Tutorial Part 2. We were talking about what happens if you press the media button under the event field, and so this screenshot number 10 right over here, that's a screen, or this is a screenshot of what you'll get when you press that media. And I'm excited about this because you get a whole lot of options here. So when you're in any event, you can take a photo, you can record a video, you can even record your voice. So you can make a voice recording, and once then you get that uploaded to our website, that can be converted to text. If you need to record some notes about your vacation, you can keep it as a voice recording, or you can have it converted to text so that you can have people read it if you wanted to. And then also you can import or select an image or a video from some other source and have it put into your vacation video. Actually, the real power of having things imported into your vacation would come from if, for example, you decided you wanted to use a 35 millimeter camera. Once you upload the vacation to our website, you can actually add or enter photos or upload photos and then put them into the vacation at various localities based on the time that the picture was taken. So that's very powerful too. Well, so I'm showing you all the options. Now once you choose one of these by picking or I should say clicking one of these buttons or pressing one of these buttons, then you'll record a video or whatever. And once that's done, then that's automatically added into your vacation journal. And you go from this screenshot to screenshot 11 over here. And this screenshot is just scrolling down from where we were before. So we were up a little higher on this looking at the media button, but now I've scrolled down to show you what other things you can do under the event field. And one of the things is to go ahead and put in your site or event name. So if you're by the swimming pool in your hotel, you could put swimming pool or hotel or whatever here. And then if you wanted to take any extra notes, you could do that here. The notes part, I know it's a pain to text in something, and as I mentioned earlier, you can always use that record button, and it'll convert your voice to text. Also under the event field, now we also have this underneath your main field when you're setting up your vacation. But in case you need to use a theodolite underneath the event, we give you the opportunity to use the theodolite. Now, I'm not going to go into the theodolite in any detail here. I've already talked a little bit about it. You can also go see our tutorial because it's a separate application. Now, if you scroll down this way, you're going to go from this screenshot over here to screenshot 12. And you can see that the theodolite is still in the picture. If you press that button, you're going to get the theodolite. And finally, we have the opportunity to put in the temperature. There's this little down arrow. If you touch that, it'll give you the opportunity to change to centigrade. The same here. If you would prefer bars or Pascal or whatever barometric pressure you want, you could put that in. So if you want to record the pressure or the temperature on the day you took your photo or at the specific time you took your photo, then you can put that information in here. You can leave it blank. It's optional. None of the other nice things is that you can also add any additional fields that you want to before you start your vacation or during your vacation, and you can record any other events under the various fields. So there's a lot of power here in this program. Okay, I'll be right back after I get a new set of screenshots going. All right, I want to now go into the tracker a little bit. That's located here. You can see in this folder heading, it says tracker. It's in blue, so it's ready to start. If you click the tracker button, you can also go there by using this GPS log down here. Once you click either the top tracker or this GPS log at the bottom, you'll eventually get over to this screenshot 14. So you go from screenshot 13 to screenshot 14. Now I do want to remind you that we do have a separate tracker program that you can use. We also have the tracker program inside the Vacation Journal. So I encourage you to go over and take a look at our tracker tutorial if you want to learn even more details about it. Let's briefly discuss this page because it really goes into all of the things that you need to all the information you need to give the program so that it can track. You do not have to track continuously. You can decide how long you want to track. And in this particular case, I've put in 7 minutes. Now you can choose hours or seconds or whatever you want by clicking this drop-down box. And then also, if you click this drop-down box, there'll be an option to choose continuously. So if you want to continuously monitor your tracking, it'll take a reading every second or sometimes less than a second, and it'll basically monitor your entire trip wherever you're going as quickly as it possibly can, taking GPS data points. We recommend that you use the continuous tracker if you want to record your entire vacation. You could leave it on at night if you wanted to. I don't see much sense leaving it on at night, sitting on a table in your hotel room. So I would recommend turning it off at night. You can create many different tracks in your vacation. It's just a matter of starting the GPS system or the tracker system when you want it, and it'll create a track, and then you can stop that track, and then maybe the next day you can start another one, particularly when you're taking events. Now this limit for recording, let me remind you, because I made this mistake one time when I first started to use the program. It's set up as a default for 60 minutes. So if you don't change this, it's only going to record for 60 minutes. So supposing you've decided you want to map your entire trip to a various site, and it's a 5-hour car ride, well, then you're going to find that somewhere on your trip, 1 hour into it, because you have 60 minutes here, it's going to stop because you haven't told it to track longer. So make sure that you have this wherever you want it. Like, for example, you could change this to hours, and then this would be 60 hours, and that would cover a good amount of period of time. Especially if you're going to turn it off at night, you'll catch everything during the day. Or you could have it for 24 hours or 12 hours or something like that, just so you know that it's not going to go off when you don't want it to go off. And then when you want to start it, you start right here by pressing this. So in this particular case, it would take a reading every 7 minutes, and it would do so for 60 minutes. And then once you start it, then this is going to highlight itself, and then you can come back in and stop it at any point. Now, this is just an example of a track that I took, and it had 85 GPS coordinates on it. And in this particular example, I had a continuous reading on it. Now, you can always see your tracks if you come over to this screenshot 13 and you click map. And there are other areas also in the program or the application where you can click map. And once you click map, we're going to swing all the way over to screenshot 15 here, because once you click map, then it'll take you to the area that you have created your track. And here's just an example of a track. I was walking through the woods, took some various pictures. And every time I create an event now, this is very important. Every time I create an event, you get one of these pins. I've created 3 events along this track. Here's a pin, here's a pin. And each one of those pins is associated with whatever I did at that spot. So it's got its own GPS readings for not only the longitude and the latitude, but it's also got the altitude. If you've taken any photos, videos, tape recordings, you can access those just by clicking on the pin, and it'll bring up that information. That's really handy. You can also, if you want, find out what time that was taken. So if you click that, you get the timestamp. So these are just events, and they are along your track, so you can see where you took various pictures. That really powerful. And then another thing I want to remind you of is that you can go back on this thing, and you can create another track. And if you happen to have another track in this area, then that would be overlaid on top of the first track, and it would be in a different color. It automatically assigns a different color to it, which you can also set yourself if you want. So you're going to have 2 tracks. And that's nice. If you happen to be in a hotel room, you might want to track your first day, and then around the hotel, and then the next day, track that around the hotel, or in a city if you're sightseeing. Then you can see how your tracks overlap. That's, I think, very, very powerful. So I want to emphasize, though, these pins are extremely important because you have instant access to any of the data that you have taken on your trip. Very important, in my opinion. Now, finally, I want to just mention that once you're done with the tracking, you have to finish the tracking first. But once you have completed a track, you can synchronize that and upload it, and then you have access to it. The website, you can do the same kinds of things. You can click on it, it'll give you a map and all that kind of information. Before I leave you, there are still a few other things that I need to clarify. Primarily synchronization. So I've come back out now to the opening window, and I want to bring your attention to this sync button right here on screenshot 16. When you press the sync button, what you're doing is you're attempting to synchronize your data. You press that button, this screen comes up, screenshot 17, and then you press this button, and if you're logged into our website, it will synchronize all of your data from your smartphone. That is, it will upload to our website, essentially what is your website, because once you log in, you're going to create your own website, and then it'll take the data up to that website. Now, you can get a lot more information on our tutorial on our website, but I will give you a brief summary of what happens. I highly recommend that you log into our website. It's free, so there should be no deterrence there. We encourage you because when you're on a trip like this, you're taking a lot of data and a lot of information. And by synchronizing with our website, you get that data uploaded to our website. And then, God forbid, if something should happen to your phone and, you lose that data on your phone, you've still got it on our website. And you can always then access it on our website. You can download it as a spreadsheet. You can put it into reports. You can email it to people. So a lot of powerful things you can do on our website with the data once you get it up there. So, and the login's fairly simple. You get yourself a username and a password, and then you have access to all the powers of our website. So, to protect your data and to use our reports and our graphs and emailing and presenting your data on a website, or selecting certain people to view your data via a password, that can all be done on our website. in addition to that, and here's the nice thing, if you come back over here to the trip that we've created, this Orlando trip, if you press down on the Orlando trip, then it's going to come up with a screen that asks you to, if you want to share your data. And if you press that share your data, then you're going to get a screen that comes up with, way over here, screenshot 18, and that's going to bring up a whole lot of other applications that you can also share your data with. And depending on what you choose, you can share individual photos, you can share recordings, individual videos, or you can share your entire vacation. So if you wanted to share this information with on your vacation on Facebook, you simply press the entire trip. If you wanted to share an individual photo, then you go to the next screen and you share an individual photo. So that gives you the power then to decide what you want to share on Facebook, and you can even share links to maps that show you your route, so that your friends and family can keep up with what you're doing, both on our website, which is essentially turns out to be your website, or you can share it specifically. As you can see, we've got Facebook over here, Flickr, Gmail, Google Plus, Picasa, Skype, Twitter's down here. Now these are just individual applications that I've downloaded to my phone. Others may work. Anything that you can synchronize with your phone, you should be able to take our data and send it to. So you've got Twitter, for example. But the key here is that you have to download the applications to your phone before you use them, and you have to, of course, have a password for any of these. So Google or Facebook or anything like that, you have to be able to log into it. But once you've done that, then you have access. You can even email using Gmail or any other kind of service. You can email these.